Artemis I is rolling out early. Last night, NASA was working very hard, the engineers and the technicians at Florida's Kennedy Space Center. They have completed their final tests and checkouts, and the agency rolled out that massive rocket to the launch pad last night. The launch of Artemis I mission is set provisionally for August 29th. We'll see an unpiloted Orion capsule shoot around the moon and back to Earth. If the test goes well, Artemis II will send 4 NASA astronauts on a lunar flyby in 2024. The following year, Artemis III could put a human back on the moon's surface. Stay tuned on Space Yabba.
Crawler transporter and the mobile launcher. And on the upper right, the clock now counting up. This is the clock coming from the firing room, so the rollout, we believe, began about 3 minutes ago. The rollout initial steps to prepare for the rollout involve the jacking of the crawler transporter to raise the mobile launch platform off of 6 pedestals inside the high bay that the mobile launcher rests on while it's inside the VAB. And once the mobile launcher was clear of those pedestals, the motion was allowed to begin. So this diesel-powered crawler transporter is now moving views of the Space Launch System itself momentarily as the crawler moves this giant structure out of the VAB on the way to pad 39B. And now you can see in this up-close view, you can see part of the core stage. One of the solid rocket boosters also visible here. And interesting for scale, you can see some of the personnel on the deck of the mobile launch platform moving around there. So that's a good human scale for the size of this structure, which is about 375 feet tall from top to bottom, the mobile launcher tower. The rocket itself is 322 feet tall, or 98 meters in height. In the lower right, you can see the water truck was just spraying some water on the crawlerway. This conditions this crushed river rock for the moon rocket with the NASA worm logo in red emblazoned on the side of this solid rocket booster. There are 2 solid rocket boosters that will provide the majority of the thrust at liftoff for the Space Launch System for the first 2 minutes and 10 seconds of the flight. These boosters are extended 5-segment versions of the boosters that were used on the space shuttle. They're produced by Northrop Grumman. The orange core stage in the middle contains liquid hydrogen and liquid oxygen tanks and 4 RS-25 engines from Aerojet Rocketdyne. With the crew access arm now moved away from the Orion spacecraft, you can get a nice view of the uppermost portion of this Artemis I moon rocket.